I'd like to thank you all for joining us on this discussion today. We're not just looking at ransomware, we're not just looking at data management or governance for that matter. We're kind of seeing how these three forces are coming together.
Everything has to be carefully managed, maintained, and I guess monitored these days as well. Looking for patterns, looking for, AI machine learning types of things that see patterns of many files, for example, getting hit very quickly.
And everybody's like, let's do this, but nobody really thought of, okay, we're all hitting this, but have we got the right securities in place and all that kind of stuff? And everybody started pushing cloud, but then people started realizing, hold on a second, this is a bit of a security risk as well. How do we start keeping some of our data in-house and doing like maybe a cross hybrid cloud type of on-prem, off-prem type of solution to try and protect the data? So it's unknown territory for a lot of us, but the market trends at the moment, people are upping, definitely looking at the cybersecurity portion of things, how they're protecting their data and how they're managing that data within the data centers.
I think there are products out there that can help, but yeah, it's a tough place to be in. There's ransomware as a service out there. I think those guys are working harder than the security guys at the moment.
Ransomware is targeted. They take the data, they use it, and they sell it on the black market. That's simple what they do. It's now becoming a reputational risk and looked at as a risk factor to the business and taken to the board.
Translating that internally to somebody who owns data center infrastructure, somebody who owns the security portfolio, looks at it from a lens that's really siloed, right? And they're quite used to their technology platforms, they have skills around it, they also have their own ideas because of maybe vendor allegiances or whatever. So meeting those two worlds within the enterprise organization is difficult.
Having a remote workforce, having invisible clients, if you want, we typically were a campus-based institution before, has meant that we need to use more data a lot more.
You can actually sort these problems out before actually getting into trouble. So I think a lot of companies need to look out for these type of software. If you pay $50 for a SoC as a service for a machine or endpoint, that is affordable. You can go to your board, get motivation for these type of software that actually get installed on your machines.
We also need to ensure that it is secured. Like if we look at Popia, one of the requirements is security safeguards. People, for me, are becoming more and more of a security threat than the cyber criminals themselves.
It's becoming more of a discussion point because of some of the problems that are becoming more prevalent and what regulations are expecting of us as organizations.
So we have gone through a process of ensuring that we get the services of the ICT security experts who will be able to assist us in defining how we structure our data within the organizations, so that when we get to a point where we talk about digital transformation, at least we are very much aware and aware, and everybody within the organization is very comfortable in understanding what their role is in ensuring for the safety and the security of our data.
Do we need to educate our customers about the problem? I don't think so, not anymore. Do we have to educate our market and our ecosystem and our customers on the solutions and the journeys? Yes, and the biggest thing is no silver bullet, one size doesn't fit all. That's the truth.
There's a lot companies can do individually, but more needs to happen on a larger scale in order for us to really start getting ahead of this. And while we can wait for authorities, police forces and stuff to catch up, I think there's much more that can be done within the industry to kind of work towards those points.